Beloved, heaven is stirring the atmosphere around you. There's a reason your spirit has been restless, your heart unusually tender, and your thoughts often drawn toward the future. Something sacred is approaching, not a mere coincidence, not just another chapter, but a destiny-defining moment. Heaven whispers, "Prepare yourself, for the time of divine union is near." This isn't the ordinary story of romance. This is not about fleeting feelings or the rush of temporary attraction. No, this is about a sacred assignment woven into the fabric of eternity. Two hearts are about to be stirred toward you. Two people are preparing to step forward with a question that could shape the rest of your life. Will you marry me? But before you allow your emotions to answer, heaven urges you to understand the depth of what's truly happening. The reason you're being pursued is not only because you are lovable, though you are deeply loved, but because there is more at stake. You are not just being chosen for companionship, you are being chosen for kingdom purpose. The proposals ahead of you are invitations, yes, but they are also tests, divine crossroads that will reveal what kind of future you're destined to build. In this season, God is aligning marriages not merely as relationships but as mandates. The days of casual unions are over. This next chapter is about covenantal partnerships, marriages forged not only by mutual affection but by heaven's intentional design. These relationships will not simply comfort you, they will commission you. They will not just bless your personal life, they will expand your divine influence. Understand this, your calling is too great for you to join hands with someone whose vision is too small. Your destiny is too weighty to be tied to a heart that cannot run with you into your God-ordained future. That is why, before this proposal comes, heaven wants your spirit awake and your discernment sharp. Because when love arrives, it will come clothed in more than romance, it will carry the scent of assignment. Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. For what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness? 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14. In the coming days, you may notice unexpected attention, rekindled connections, or surprising conversations about the future. These are not accidents. Heaven is orchestrating circumstances to bring options before you, not to confuse you, but to clarify what you truly desire and what God truly intends. Do not rush. Do not choose quickly. This is a sacred decision. You are not merely deciding who to love, you are deciding how you will serve, what legacy you will build, and what destiny you will walk into. The weight of this choice is not a burden, it's a blessing, because it means heaven trusts you with something significant. The proposals coming your way are heaven's way of asking you, do you know your worth? Do you know your mission? Do you know what kind of love is worthy of the calling I've placed on your life? Your answer will shape the rest of your story. Beloved, heaven wants you to understand this. What is about to happen is not just a romantic turn of events, it is a spiritual crossroads. Two proposals will soon appear before you, and on the surface they may both look like love. Both may speak the language of affection. Both may offer promises of a shared future. But deep beneath those gestures lies something far more significant, a divine test of alignment and destiny. The Father is not playing with your emotions. This dual proposal is not meant to confuse you but to clarify your calling. God is orchestrating this moment so that you will not only choose a partner but also choose a path. The decision you make will shape not just your marriage but also the next chapter of your purpose, your legacy, and even the generational blessings connected to your name. Let's look closer at these two offers heaven is preparing to bring before you. The first person who steps forward may feel like home. Their presence is familiar, their words comforting. They may be someone who's been in your life before, perhaps a past relationship, a close friend, or a longtime admirer. Their love will feel easy, uncomplicated, and steady. They might offer you peace from chaos, security from uncertainty, and a future free of risk. There's nothing wrong with their heart. Their intentions may be sincere. They may even love you deeply. Yet heaven wants you to look beyond the surface and ask, does this partnership stretch me into my purpose, or does it settle me into complacency? This proposal often represents the temptation of comfort over calling. It is the good that tries to distract you from the God. It is the option that says, stay where it's safe, when heaven is whispering, step where it's sacred. In this scenario, love might be genuine, but it may not be enough. Because while they can hold your hand, they might not be equipped to hold your destiny. While they can walk beside you, they may not be able to run with you. And while they can build a home with you, they might not be able to build the kingdom with you. Remember this truth: not every good thing is a God thing. And not every loving person is meant to walk with you into your divine assignment. The second person may feel different, not worse, but weightier. Their presence might challenge you to grow. Their words might stir something deeper in your soul. They will not only see who you are now but also speak to who you are becoming. Their love will not only comfort you but also call you higher. This proposal might not feel as easy as the first. It might demand more patience, more faith, or more courage. But that is because it is more than romance. It is divine partnership. This person is likely walking in their own God-given assignment, and when your paths converge, something powerful will be birthed. Together, your union will become a vehicle for impact, whether in ministry, business, leadership, creativity, or service. This second option may require you to leave behind what's familiar. It may ask you to believe bigger, dream wider, and sacrifice more. But it will also open doors that comfort never could. It will pull out parts of your destiny that you didn't know existed. And it will align your story with heaven's larger plan. Can two walk together, except they be agreed? Amos 3 verse 3. This question is crucial. Love is not just about emotional connection, it's about mission compatibility. Does this person share your vision? Will they support your purpose? Can they weather storms beside you, not just bask in sunny days? Will they pray for you when battles rage, not just celebrate you when victories come? At the end of the day, this is not a choice between who loves you more. It's a choice between who aligns with heaven's blueprint for your life. One may adore you deeply, but if they cannot walk with you in purpose, the relationship will eventually feel like a cage. The other may stretch and challenge you, but if they are God-sent, the relationship will feel like a launching pad. This is why discernment is so critical. God will never lead you into a union that diminishes your calling. He will only lead you into one that deploys it. So, when these proposals come, don't rush to answer based on emotion. Pause. Pray. Look beyond appearances. Ask yourself, does this relationship draw me closer to God or distract me from Him? Does it magnify my calling or minimize it? Does it multiply my impact or merely maintain my comfort? If the answer points to purpose, even if it's the harder path, that is where your yes belongs. Beloved, choosing a spouse is not just a personal decision, it's a prophetic one. Heaven is trusting you with a choice that will ripple through generations. Your yes will not only shape your story but also the stories of those who come after you. That is why this moment is so sacred. That is why two options are being placed before you. And that is why heaven whispers now, do not choose with your heart alone, choose with your spirit. For when you do, your marriage will not just be a love story, it will be a God story. And the two of you, united in holy purpose, will not just build a life together. You will change the world together. Beloved, before you choose whom to say yes to, heaven wants to rewrite how you see marriage. The world has taught many distorted ideas about love, that marriage is merely about companionship, romance, or the fulfillment of personal needs. But God's design for marriage has always been far deeper, far holier, and far more powerful than that. Marriage is not just a union of hearts, it is a covenant of destiny. From the very beginning, when God created Adam and Eve, He did not simply think, it is not good for man to be lonely. He declared, I will make him a helper suitable for him. Genesis 2 verse 18, a partner who would walk beside him in mission, not just in affection. Together, they were tasked with stewarding creation, multiplying life, and carrying the image of God into the world. This was, and still is, the essence of marriage, a partnership with a divine assignment. In the kingdom of God, marriage is not a casual agreement or an emotional arrangement. It is a covenant, a sacred, unbreakable promise between two people and their Creator. When you stand before God and vow to join your life to another's, you are doing more than pledging love, you are entering into a divine partnership designed to reflect heaven on earth. This is why the enemy fights marriages so viciously. He knows that two people united under God's purpose are exponentially more powerful than one. Alone, you may accomplish much, but together, you become a force the kingdom of darkness cannot withstand. As Ecclesiastes 4 verse 12 declares, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. When God joins two lives, He merges more than emotions, He merges missions. Your gifts, callings, talents, and visions are designed to complement one another. Where one is strong, the other brings balance. Where one dreams, the other builds. Where one intercedes, the other acts. This divine synergy is not accidental, it's strategic. Think of Priscilla and Aquila, the early church couple in Acts 18. Their marriage was not just about shared love, it was about shared purpose. Together, they taught the gospel, hosted believers, mentored leaders, and expanded the kingdom's reach. Their covenant made them unstoppable. Your marriage is meant to operate the same way. God desires that the union you enter into will multiply your influence, that together you will do more for His glory than either of you could do alone. That is why this choice is so critical. The wrong partner can drain your strength, but the right one will double it. Another sacred purpose of marriage is to build legacy, not merely biological, but spiritual. Together, you are called to establish a lineage of faith, wisdom, and righteousness that will outlast you. Whether you raise children or mentor spiritual sons and daughters, your marriage is meant to echo beyond your lifetime. But from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother, and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Mark 10 verses 6-8. When two become one in covenant, they are no longer building individual empires, they are constructing a legacy with eternal value. Every decision you make together, how you steward your finances, how you serve others, how you model love and forgiveness, becomes a blueprint for those who follow. Perhaps the most profound purpose of marriage is that it reflects Christ's relationship with His church. In Ephesians 5 verse 25, Paul commands husbands to love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave Himself up for her. This means marriage is a living sermon, a daily demonstration of sacrificial love, grace, humility, and redemption. The way you and your spouse treat one another will teach the world about God. Your patience will reveal His mercy. Your forgiveness will reveal His grace. Your unity will reveal His nature. This is why the enemy fears godly marriages, because they are visible proof of an invisible God. God often uses kingdom marriages as platforms for influence. A couple walking in unity and faith becomes a beacon of hope in a world desperate for real love. Their story becomes a testimony. Their home becomes a sanctuary. Their partnership becomes a weapon in the hands of God. This is why you must look beyond appearance, attraction, and even compatibility when choosing a spouse. The deeper question is, can we fulfill God's plan together? Will this person sharpen your faith? Will they stand beside you in battle? Will they pursue the kingdom with you, or pull you away from it? Beloved, marriage is not about finding someone who completes you. Christ already did that. It's about finding someone who complements your calling. It's not about chasing butterflies in your stomach. It's about chasing purpose with someone whose heart beats in rhythm with heaven's. So when proposals come, remember this truth. Love may ignite the connection, but purpose must sustain it. Passion may light the fire, but covenant must carry it. And feelings may draw you close, but shared mission must keep you there. This is why God is orchestrating this choice with such care. Because He is not just giving you a spouse, He is entrusting you with a kingdom partner. Together, you will not only share life but shape history. Together, you will not only walk in love but also in legacy. And together, your union will become a living altar, from which God's glory will shine into the world. Beloved, the moment of choice is approaching. 2 proposals will soon be before you, and your heart may feel the weight of excitement, confusion, and even fear. Heaven sees this, and the Spirit whispers, do not rely on emotion alone. Do not be swayed by appearances or fleeting feelings. I will guide you to discern clearly, and I will show you the path that aligns with destiny. This is not a decision to be rushed. The proposals you will receive are not merely personal, they are prophetic. They carry the potential to unlock blessings, multiply influence, and expand the kingdom, or to divert you into comfort without purpose. That is why God is giving you instructions on how to discern wisely. The first step in discerning God's will is to retreat into your secret place with Him. Pray, not out of anxiety, but out of expectation. Ask God to reveal the heart of each person, to illuminate the path that aligns with your calling, and to calm your emotions so you can see clearly. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. James 1 verse 5. Prayer does more than inform your mind, it prepares your spirit. It shields you from making a choice based solely on desire or comfort. It positions you to receive divine confirmation before giving your answer. Discernment requires observation. Ask yourself, what kind of life does this person lead? How do they treat others? What values guide their decisions? The fruit of a person's life, their integrity, humility, patience, and faithfulness, is far more telling than the words they speak. A kingdom-aligned partner is consistent in character, steadfast in faith, and intentional in action. Look for signs that they are living in alignment with God's purposes, not just pursuing what feels good or convenient. Heaven is looking for a person whose life multiplies, not diminishes, your destiny. God often confirms His guidance through those who walk closely with Him. Speak with mentors, pastors, or spiritual leaders who know your heart and your calling. Trusted counsel can provide perspective, clarity, and insight that your emotions may cloud. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. Proverbs 15 verse 22. Wise counsel is a tool heaven provides to ensure that your choice is not just emotionally satisfying but spiritually sound. The Holy Spirit speaks through inner peace, not pressure or confusion. When you sense divine confirmation, even if the path seems challenging, you will feel a deep sense of rightness. Conversely, if anxiety, uncertainty, or unease persists, treat it as a signal to pause. Peace is a compass. It may not make the choice easy, but it will make it correct. Trust that God is orchestrating circumstances to bring clarity, even before either proposal is fully spoken. Beloved, fear often tempts you to choose comfort over calling. Faith calls you to step into the unknown, trusting that God's plans are higher than yours. A kingdom-aligned partner may stretch you, challenge you, or take you out of familiar territory, but this is the path that fulfills destiny. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. Choose the person who aligns with purpose, who shares your vision, and whose partnership will propel you into God's calling. This is not about comfort. It is about commission. Discernment is spiritual. It requires prayer, observation, counsel, peace, and courage. The choice you make will shape your future, influence your legacy, and expand the kingdom. Do not fear the weight of this decision, for heaven walks with you, guiding every step. Beloved, trust God's instructions. Wait for His confirmation. And when you say yes to the one He has chosen, know that you are stepping into a marriage not only of love but of divine purpose. Beloved, you have walked through the halls of discernment, prayer, and revelation. You have seen the two paths laid before you, one comfortable, one challenging, and you have sought heaven's wisdom to guide your choice. Now, the Lord invites you to stand still and receive His final word, a blessing, a benediction, and a vision for the marriage that is about to transform your life. This is not merely a union of hearts. It is the intersection of destiny, calling, and covenant. The person you are about to say yes to has been chosen not only to share your life but to multiply your impact, expand your vision, and walk with you in purpose. The love that comes from heaven carries weight. It carries assignment. It carries the power to shape generations. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29 verse 11. This marriage will be a launching pad. Together, you will not merely live, you will thrive. Together, you will not simply survive, you will influence, inspire, and illuminate. Every choice, every conversation, every act of unity will echo in eternity. The person God has prepared for you will challenge you to grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. They will stand beside you in storms and rejoice with you in victories. They will not just love you, they will strengthen your faith and amplify your purpose. Heaven assures you, the path may not always be easy. Challenges will come, trials will test, and circumstances may demand patience and endurance. But even in those moments, the hand of God will be upon this union. Every difficulty will refine you, every trial will strengthen your bond, and every blessing will confirm that this marriage is ordained from above. Your yes is more than a personal decision, it is a prophetic declaration. It is a covenant before God and man, a choice that aligns your heart with His eternal purpose. As you step into this sacred partnership, you are stepping into a mission together, one that will carry the fragrance of heaven into your home, your community, and the world. Beloved, rejoice in this truth. This marriage is a testimony that God honors obedience, values purpose, and celebrates alignment. The love you share will model Christ's love, sacrificial, faithful, and unshakable. It will be a light in the darkness, a refuge for those who seek truth, and a legacy for generations to come. Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. Ecclesiastes 4 verses 9 to 10. So walk boldly into this season. Speak life over your union. Pray diligently for your partner. Align your hearts in purpose and devotion. Let your love reflect heaven's glory. For this marriage is not just about living together, it is about changing the world together. Your covenant will echo in eternity, your legacy will be sanctified, and your joy will be full. The Father smiles upon you. The Spirit empowers you. And Christ walks with you both. You are about to enter a sacred chapter, a divine story of love, purpose, and destiny. Receive it. Cherish it. Guard it. And watch as heaven unfolds miracles through the union He has ordained. Amen. So let it be.